For the last time, if you stay with someone hurting you, it's either because you're 1, too dumb to get someone involved, 2, too dumb to leave, 3, too dumb to call the police, or 4, you enjoy the pain, so shut up and be quiet.
Yeah, totally missing the one that is the actual reason, which is fear of negative repercussions. Because honestly, anybody with more of a brain capacity than that of a wet napkin can understand that which we draw the line before you. Hello everybody, and welcome back to another video for the day. We're going back into r/iamatotalpos because honestly, let's face it, nothing's getting better. We're getting closer to Idiocracy being a documentary every single which way, and honestly, where's the meteor any day now? I'm really hoping so. If you guys would love to be absolutely amazing, show your support, and see more videos like this one in the near future, be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment down below to start up them wholesome internet discussions, and if you have not already, subscribe to the channel and turn on them notifications. Let's see if we can get this video to them fat stack of those 1,000 likes. One of the most recently ones did absolutely amazing and got that in like 3 hours. Jesus, okie-dokie, let go.
Holy F, wake up. Stop watching the media, girl. It's full of lies.
Think about what you've done. You've messaged people from this person's page. You need to sit back and realize how truly awful that is. I hope you wake up and realize how absolutely selfish and insensitive you are. I don't care if it's political or religious or a sales pitch. It does not matter. Your behavior is appalling.
No, you're stepping way overboard. Don't talk to me, please. That's very, very rude of you to even say such a thing. Everyone on my Facebook got a message. The world doesn't stop because we have lost a friend, my dear.
The world doesn't stop because of that stuff, yeah, but don't use that person's Facebook page to push any type of propaganda. That just comes off as really douchey. Former substitute teacher charged with blank 8th grader in Kentucky. You know, I think what sucks the most outside of the whole it happening in general is that on posts like this in the comment section, you'll likely see a lot of stuff in regards to people saying like, oh, you should have enjoyed it, what a lucky guy, stuff like that, and just try to gloss over it like it's not that big of an issue, when in reality, yeah, this is bad, this is very bad, and this is unfortunate and really sucks. And what really sucks also is that in some instances, depending on the source of media, they change up the word from what it actually is to saying like, oh, teacher seduced kids or something like that. You also want to know what's also really sketchy in regards to this post is the comment section, where more than 80% of the comments have been removed by the moderators. Tell me that's not messed up. Like seriously, what do moderators of r/iamatotalpos, what is this? Explain yourselves. It's like, seriously. 9-month-old overdoses on fentanyl in East Blank, second baby in 1 week. I actually think I remember covering the first baby that happened on this situation. A 9-month-old baby overdosed on fentanyl on Friday in this location, according to their police department. Just before 3 p.m. on January 21st, police were called out to a residence at this street near this avenue for a 9-month-old baby not breathing. According to this police department, when officers arrived, they said they located the fact that this is the second kid in a week, let alone it being a 9-month-old, is absolutely ridiculous, and I honestly have no idea what to say.
No boxes, please. Yeah, well, that sign can't stop me because I can't read.
People really think that type of mindset is a flex, when in reality it isn't, but unfortunately they're too stupid because of that mindset to realize that it isn't in fact a flex. And honestly, I feel like they're the exact same type of people that think stop signs are a suggestion. Georgia pastor, wife charged with false imprisonment after people found in a locked basement. Investigators determined that the 8 people in the basement, all with mental or physical disabilities, or both, were essentially imprisoned against their will. Hey, so Mr. and Mrs. Religious folks, what part of God's plan could you exactly point out ties into all of this? Just figured I would call it out first before you started saying anything equally of the sort. You know, because this is right up there with that logic of taking your hands off the steering wheel, plowing into somebody, and then thinking you could just quote Jesus take the wheel. Fedicare asks a court to temporarily stop 7 stroke and trauma employees from moving to Ascension. Fedicare officials are asking the county judge, this person, to pause the recruitment of 7 of their employees to Ascension. So let me see if I got this straight. You're forcing your employees to not be able to move to a different job because you don't want them to be paid any sort of competitive wage in regards to another business. And you're getting the legal system to ensure that. Oh yeah, that'll totally help you get future new employees. That'll totally not blow up in your face.
Returning fake sneakers to Adidas outlet store. Did it work?
Literally anybody that's worked more than 2 seconds in retail can understand how and why this did not work. Like, the number one thing being, if there isn't any sort of item number for the database for it to look up, then they aren't allowed to do any returns, because why would we take a return for a product that we don't even sell in the first place? Plus also that good old nostalgia feeling looking at that bottom right when you can get ratioed to high heck in the dislike bar. And honestly, I gotta say, the whole thing where you can't see how many people disliked a video, it seems kinda weird. It's something I don't think I'm ever gonna get used to. But yeah, back to the whole point of this video, like, anybody that does those prank try to return this videos, like the guys that went to GameStop and tried to return a video game called Big Chungus, yeah, those are not going to work. And if it seems like the person's looking through the computer trying to find the game, they're in on it, and it is 100% a fake video.
Congratulations, you have destroyed 200,000 years of evolution. I'm sure your ancestors are proud.
Ah, yes, the end-all things to absolutely end humanity. People having a happy and loving relationship and a baby. But they're different colors. Oh god, what the tragedy. It is such a sad thing today. And sir, what are you doing to further along the human evolutionary chain? Getting a relationship? Nope, definitely not gonna happen with that.
You think this disease is a hoax? It's killed about 260,000 people so far this year. Yeah, and so has the flu.
No, the flu has only killed a fraction of that, and we also have a vaccine for the flu.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a couple of lovely quotes from Jake Paul back in 2020. This is just so great. I will never take either of those brothers seriously, and I honestly wonder why exactly one of them decided to get into boxing. I haven't seen any of their matches, but I mean, if they've done the honest training and are actually doing pretty good, then kudos to them. But it feels a little off seeing them go from these dudes that you saw on Vine to wanting to punch Floyd Mayweather. Yeah, I've just finished putting up the lovely white fence, and then some dingus comes along, thinks he's cool, and decides to trash it at 3 a.m. What a lovely, wonderful world we live in. And unfortunately, this actually reminded me of something that happened, I think maybe two and a half months ago with my neighbors across the street. I woke up, went out to go to the gym, and as I was driving to leave, I noticed their entire front yard was basically teepeed, and somebody wrote out in the teepee the word sin, which honestly, I got no idea whatever could warrant that. I mean, they had that whole, like, everybody is equal, the whole sign, and I mean, that was covered, so I mean, if anything, maybe there was somebody that saw that sign on somebody owns property, had an issue with that, and thought that that was their version of street justice for that. And it honestly just goes to show that there's no level of petty people are not willing to stoop to, and honestly, if I see something like that happening again, you can pretty much guarantee that this lovely playlist is gonna have a video or two going up for it. Especially if I catch people in the act, because those neighbors are good people. They make cookies for the holidays, and just everybody's friendly with each other, because that's what being human is supposed to be, respecting one another. Teacher, 32, filmed brutally beating a 15-year-old pupil and stomping on her head, and the caption stated that the kid was a special needs kid as well. I don't need to be a professional teacher or any type of teacher to understand that if this is how you react to kids acting up, let alone special needs kids, then you got no business being in the educational system whatsoever. What I'm hoping is that this person got blacklisted from being in any sort of teaching job for the foreseeable future, because that is absolutely unacceptable. And if I had found out that my kid had that done to them by the teacher, I would do everything I can to make sure that that teacher does not have a teaching job ever again. It took one day for a British journalist to be racist towards Meghan and Harry's newborn baby. Yeah, you know, just calling the mixed race kid Georgina Floyd, you know, like, that's not totally absolutely messed up. You know what also really kind of sucks is that a lot of people are told, yeah, is bad when we're growing up, but for some reason, when a lot of people grow up, they forget that, oh yeah, this is a bad thing, and then, you know, here we are today. That on top of a lot of common sense things like don't walk in the middle of the road, but that's another story for another day. Afghan refugees face federal charges after trying to blank child, strangle woman in Wisconsin. So let me get this straight. You're trying to come to the US as a refugee to avoid all of the bad things going on in your country, and then you start doing bad stuff in the place you move to. Am I reading that correct, or am I mistaken on this? Because that don't exactly sit right. I don't know if what you thought was okay here was okay in Afghanistan, but over in the US, things might be a little different. But with that, that is going to have to be it with the video. If you guys would love to be absolutely amazing, show your support, and see more videos like this one in the near future, be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment down below to start up the Molesome Internet discussions, and if you have not already, subscribe to the channel and turn on them notifications. Let's see if we can get them video to the 1,000 likes. That'd be super duper awesome. But with that, I'll be sure to see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching, and bye bye.